I see good for this person. What's the negativity that you're releasing? Yeah, we're gonna get to see all of that. You ever feel stagnant in your business, your life, any part of your life, and you've been putting in the work for a long time, but it took a while for you to see your results, right? Well, this energy talks about the time being right now. You see that question? How often? How often do I give myself permission to enjoy life? How do I feel then? I'm not going to start there. That's a strong message, but I'm not going to start there. Let's start from the beginning. So, address something that you really believed in, right? But have been waiting for a long time to bring it to life, to see it succeed, to watch. You planted seeds, watching it grow into fruition. Things are about to fall into place. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm feeling. There is a biggest question of divine timing about matters. It's like you're praying and he's like, I'm doing everything right, so when will the help of the Most High come? Well, he's saying something new is being hatched. You might feel like you're daydreaming, or if an idea of startling and beautiful change is just like a daydream. But no, it's real. It's real. New life is forming. You're right at that peak, like right at that light, like you should be seeing the light at the end of the rainbow. And now it's like you waited so long for it. It's like, is this for real? Of course it's real. When I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. That comes from a higher vibration. That comes from that transformation. That things are changing at a cellular level, like very deep healing. That comes from honoring your soul's inspiration. This is God reminding you, hold on to your vision. Stay in that fixed energy. Fixed energy is real slow to change, right? Focus on what your best qualities are. Look at that. Look at my best qualities, or whoever's reading this, your best qualities. Empathic, introverted, or extroverted. You shine your light on the world. So you were trying to figure out what's blocking my progress in this creative endeavor that I've been working on for quite some time now. Maybe it's a year, 6 months, maybe a couple years. You're starting to think maybe it's just a hobby. It's not. I see the grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. Look at the bigger picture, right? If it was a person, place, or thing that was creating that negativity, I feel like it's the person directly that I'm speaking about. That negativity of kind of doubting that it might work, but not really. Like, I'm gonna put the work in, but I have that doubt, that fear, that little hints of fear, that little of fear. I want to talk about these 4 cards and what they represent. This is your soul. These 4 cards represent your life's purpose, what you're supposed to be doing. So the first one, this would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So start from the beginning. Hold on. What this purpose of this part is for is to understand what you're supposed to be doing intuitively. It's not necessarily the same thing that everybody else is going to be doing. It might involve a certain career path, but actually it's more than that. When your mind is uncertain about choices, You will feel the truth in your spirit. You know, you listen to your heart. And a lot of people is like, well, I don't know what my heart's trying to tell me. You will. Listen to it. Be still and listen to it. Okay? Think about all your talents, what you're good at. Even developing something you didn't know you had along the way. It also, you know, what brings you joy, bluntly put. You will love your life, you know, and what is your way of knowing that it is what it is, you know, what's been destined for you. And I shuffled and laid these cards out to kind of go through how this ties into how I live my everyday life and what brings me joy. So Gelato Goddess is a card that talks about layers and layers of things, of units to your conglomerate. That's my favorite way of describing that card, because it talks about feeling under pressure, trying to conform, or somebody wants you to conform to their opinion or their ideas or their previous plans, and it just kind of like strips you of your own power and your own everything. You gotta remember, you know, how rebellious you are in the first place for being a non-conformant, right? So you don't want to give somebody power to influence your sense of self-worth. Your soul has many layers to it, especially if you're a water sign. You have a lot of depth to you. You can't give it away to make somebody else happy. Period. The second card talks about wanting something different, something better, and you've been talking to God about it. You know, and that's really your core strength. I wrote notes. Now I gotta write my notes, because I gotta make sure I'm articulating it right to make it make sense. So, think about it. Let's talk about this a little bit. What has held you back in the past is trying to make other people happy and not taking care of yourself. And your core strength, and that is called Shaman of Skulls. You know, you being a Scorpio, or just being a Scorpio, you know a lot about, you're naturally wise about that symbolic death with a greater purpose. It's like the other side of a beginning. The ending is the other side of a beginning, right? So the third one, your tribe of kindred, your new soul abilities. It's talking about trusting your heart, and as it attracts the world that is meant for you, with the people, places, and things put in it. While the last one talks about your divine blessings, you know, and that's about staying in a higher vibration and choosing to feel better about yourself instead of minding what would feel good to somebody else. Like, who are you? What do you want? This is talking about being selfish. A healthy dose of selfish. It's okay to be selfish. I'm selfish. A lot. I do what I want to do. I do what makes me happy. So, shine on. I feel like you've been a warrior for so long, you know, and you got to remember to take care of you, to do what makes you feel good through all your hard work and efforts, you know. And this warrior woman asks, you know, have you answered your deepest calling? And I feel like that's a Queen of Swords, you know, somebody who's diligent, disciplined, great communicator, speaks her mind, tells the truth, you know, seeks justice, seeks a way to balance out the situation. So when she's clarifying Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, this is about honoring your position. Everybody has a place, and laying down the groundwork for Jesus. even though her role is not as popular as him as it's written. It talks a lot about him and his mother, a lot. Mary, the Virgin Mary. But his grandmother played a significant role in laying foundations. So what that means is all the people in your life, they all are a part of laying that foundation for your highest calling, for you to practice your greatest qualities, right? So instead of worrying about what you had high hopes for and what didn't work out, what did or didn't work out, you have to know that God is with you. You have to trust that God is with you. And you also have to see the grace and possibilities in all of life's challenges. You gotta find your way into that position to being that warrior woman, somebody who knows how to push through when it's super uncomfortable. But you have to know that it's all in how you perceive things. You have to change your mind to change your life, and that kind of contributes to that transformation. You can't go through that transformation until you're ready, and I feel like you are. Okay, it's just the uncomfortable phase of it. Laying down the foundation is all the people that came and went in your life, whether they left or they're here to stay. And that's all a part of the plan, that shape shift. You know, a lot of it taught you how to love yourself, to love others. Right? Right. So let's talk about, let's amplify some more. Change the way you see, not the way you look. Exactly what I just got finished telling you. And see, if you look at the illustrations, it has all those butterflies. It has transformation, because they start off as little caterpillars and they go through a very difficult transformation. So you have to know that, how do I want to say this? When you start to perceive the resources that come in and out of your life, take them as a part of the divine plan. You know, the part of the foundation, the root work, the groundwork. Like if you look at all those ancient buildings, it took a group of men, and they took days and weeks and months, even years, to build these big churches, and that lasts for like 200 years, you know, but it's part of the divine plan. Brick by brick by brick. Hold up. I love us. If God brought someone in your life, look at those two birds and how they communicate with each other. If God brought somebody in your life, I feel like He's teaching you how to love you, to love others, and how to love others better. I feel like that's what that card is there for. And that's a part of your foundation too. That's one of your qualities, your good qualities. He's like, without even saying it like that or meaning to come off like that, he's just a free spirit, a person of love who just likes to operate all in the spirit of love. And he's teaching you. I think he's a spirit guide for you. And he's teaching you to operate the same way, like you have it in you. You just don't operate from that space all the time, and you should. So if someone came into your life spontaneously and authentically, I feel like they're that spirit guide for you to teach you a lot about love. Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. So you have the opportunity to repent and move forward, to change the way you see people. When I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. And I feel like that's all geared to tell you, don't be pessimistic about this journey just because it hurts, okay? You have to know that God is with you, and the people, places, and things He put in place to help you, is for you. Like, if you look at this illustration, it looks like two people kissing, even though there's a trees. But it could be two ancestral two soul tribes, right? Coming together. Tribe of a kindred. I carry your heart, I carry it in mine. This is some of your Superman stream. Even if the person is not meant to stay with you, we don't know that yet. You just have to play it. You just have to go with the flow. Okay? You may want this person to stay with you, but even if the person ends up not staying with you, look who you've become. Just because you have somebody like that in your life. So this person could very well be a water sign too, but I feel like this person, they're like a Pisces. You put all that together, that's a Pisces, right? Moonchild, dare dreamer, finch spirit. He come with so many healing abilities. You know, he pushed he edged this transformation on. You see this woman? She looks like an empress, or somebody, a woman of integrity. I'm proud of you. You know, he raises the psychological questions. How do I show love to myself and to others? Well, this is how he shows love. Like, he's a kill two birds with one stone. I show love to you by showing love to myself, or vice versa. See what I mean? Now you're the Queen of Hearts because of this Moonchild. Right? Now y'all like so in sync with each other. Where's that picture with the two birds on it? I just had it. Was it this one? There you go. The Queen of Hearts is is a woman of integrity, a woman of compassion, a person of empathy. Look how her heart is just like, she's so passionate about what she believes and what she stands for. And she does it not in a nasty way or a vindictive, manipulative way. Like, this person is such an inspiration and is such a high vibration. Anybody who's around this person naturally is going to benefit from it. That's a blessing. And anybody who's blocked off from it is going to move out the way. They're going to be, you know, anybody who's negative, they're going to be made to kick rocks. You know, you're lucky to be in this person's life, and this person is fortunate to have you too. You're stronger than you think. This person's there to remind you of who you are and who you're supposed to be. You're a lot stronger, and it has a heart right there. You're a lot stronger than you think. You don't have to be this soldier. You don't have to play tug of war in your heart space, because he's there for you. He's teaching, like how you're there for you, he's there for you. Or she's there for you. You're there for each other. When you show yourself love, you attract people like that. I feel like y'all manifested each other. It's turning into a love reading, but I feel like it's a tribe of kindred spirits. So it's love in many different forms being practiced all in the same persons, plural, because it's both of y'all doing it together as well as individually. Y'all just don't have, it's a natural attraction because you're both doing the work. See, true love is eternal. The black diamond. Everybody wants to be a black diamond, because they have that ability to alchemize other people into their true authenticity. He looks very eccentric, right? And I kind of feel like that's how y'all look together. Probably to other people too. It's like, I've never seen it in its rawest form. Like, this is somebody who's in his most raw, authentic form. I like your hat. And black diamond. That's sweet. The elk medicine woman. You could have been this in the past life too. Wed at heart. What? Wed at heart. That's exactly what it says. Okay. Y'all serve each other. Your love is medicine for people. You know, y'all both gearing up to go out there in a more authentic form. And what that means, it goes back to this. This whole reading is based off of this. Gelato goddess. You know, a brave soul. Could be a man or a woman. But I think it's both of you. Not conforming. And the first and the last card, you know, they play off each other because you're choosing to feel better about yourself, so you don't have to, you know, conform to other people and what they want you to be, what they think you should be. Like, both of you couldn't be more eccentric. And that's what they call non-conformists. Like, you represent endings, you know, it's somewhere else you need to be, it's something else you're supposed to be doing. And now that y'all together, you're a garment for each other. And that says fearlessness in this part, in your core strength. Fearlessness with those skulls. A lot of Scorpion on water energy. Endings are the other side of beginnings. Simple as that. Because of your integrity and your bravery to push through very trying times, whether you lost somebody to death or just that was the end of that cycle, period, or separation, just a permanent separation in some form or another. This card talks about integrity, moving through it with integrity. No victimization, very brave-hearted people. And it goes back to the beginning, you know, it's like my better qualities are being activated. This is the depth of my soul. This is what I have. This is what I bring to the world. This is how I show up. And all my talents and all my power, all my strength. As a free spirit. What does it mean to be a free spirit? It doesn't matter. It's like forming that thicker skin and that thicker soul. You know how they tell you to don't walk, when you walk out the house, you have to have thicker skin to be able to put up with people's cynicism, negativity, and opposing opinions. Well, having a free spirit means just that. You have a thicker soul. Like, you gotta push through and pursue what your talents and your abilities are, with all in the same breath of people telling you you're crazy or you could never pull that off. It's impossible. Why would you ever want to live your life like that? That doesn't make any sense. Go to corporate America. No. Being a free spirit means pushing through all of that in spite of everybody talking they silly nonsense. They want to be you. You don't want to be them. This reading is just like very warm, very compassionate, and I feel like a lot of negativity has been alchemized into this warm, compassionate, integral, loyal, loving. When I see the lion, I think of loyalty as well. They're big on loyalty, big on passion, very sensitive, empathic, super spiritual, ready, just ready to perform my better qualities. And I'm not looking back. I'm the creator of my life. I'm the director, the producer. Look at her. That's just pretty. All those vibrant colors. Look how she painted her life, her canvas. Your life is your canvas. You have creative control over how you're going to pursue yourself, how you're going to show up for people. This is what it takes, and this is like, you can't believe it that you're here, but you did that. You put all the work in to create this canvas to be super colorful like that. And you're not alone. Just trusting and walking in faith. I don't walk alone. God is with me. And I don't feel like I need to say anything else. I can amplify on it more, but I think I'm just going to do a whole nother reading. So to answer your question, I feel like these three answer, a lot of this answers how often do I give myself permission to enjoy life, and how do I feel then? Your way of enjoying life is being a leader for the community, is being a leader for the free world, is teaching people, is serving them that medicine, those words, those pearls of wisdom with the utmost integrity. You're not shooting anybody's ideas down. People have a right to do what they want to do, but the way you show up, people want to know how you do it. People want to know more about you. You draw people in because it's nothing like they've ever seen before. People are used to just conforming to what their forefathers told them to do without questioning why, without challenging the information or just studying it for themselves. But you are bringing those accountabilities in everybody because you are accountable for yourself and you're creating your own space about it, and you're teaching people to do the same. And it comes with, it's a medicine, it's a holistic medicine, meaning a natural remedy. Just your natural aura does that for people. That's why you're the black diamond. See? You're attracting your own soul tribe and your kindred family, one person at a time, starting with yourself. You show up like this first. I hope this makes sense for a lot of people, because it makes sense for me, because I live that life every day. And I'm around other people who do that as well at this point. And it's not very many, at least not yet. So hopefully me uploading these messages will draw more people in, and we can talk about it together. Okay? We can support each other through this journey together.